Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Master is speaking, Sri Ramakrishna is speaking. It is not good to cherish desires and hankerings. For that reason, I used to fulfill whatever desire came to my mind. Once I saw some colored sweetmeats at Bara Bazaar and wanted to eat them. They brought me the sweets and I ate a great many. The result was that I fell ill. Every enjoyment is followed by equal or greater amount of suffering. Only enjoyment that doesn't bring suffering and bondage is the joy to live with the devotees, enjoy their company and sing the names and glories of God. That releases the soul from the bodily entanglement, and how much of joy which all the enjoyments of the world added together will not be equal to the joy of the spiritual existence. We are divine. The ocean of bliss is within us. And where should we go for a drop of water, a drop of joy in this world, which brings only suffering in return? So Sri Ramakrishna is practically demonstrating it here. The result was that I fell ill. In my boyhood days, while bathing in Ganges, I saw a boy with a gold ornament around his waist. During my state of divine intoxication, I felt a desire to have a similar ornament myself. I was given one, but I could not keep it on very long. When I put it on, I felt within my body the painful uprush of the current of air. It was because I touched gold to my skin. I wore the ornament a few moments and then had to put it aside. Otherwise, I should have had to tear it off. Sri Ramakrishna could not touch what we consider as most valuable, the gold. Even any metal, it was difficult for him. He used to feel as if a scorpion has stung. Unconsciously if we touch, just like unconsciously if we touch fire or hot object, how it reflects. Like that Sri Ramakrishna used to feel. Because of the consciousness, deep in the consciousness, the possessions and physical enjoyments, physical possessions and physical enjoyments were shunned to set an example of 100% purity, 100% divinity, so that the people will follow at least 10%, 5% of it to slowly evolve to their divinehood by stages. I once felt the desire to eat famous sweetmeats of different cities, all of. I had a desire to hear Shambhu's musical recital of Chandi. After fulfilling that desire, I wanted to hear the same thing by Rajnarayan. That desire was also satisfied. From the physical, material world desires of eating and possessions to the ultimate of hearing the spiritual things from deep within. The highest desire is to desire for godly things, anything connected with spiritual and divine. To all these desires he passed through and fulfilled, to see that no desires are left behind, no desires raise from within or from without. From the external, nothing can tempt him anymore. How deep and clear it would be in his consciousness, awareness for the rest of life. Now, direct disciples who have seen him how to renounce the possessions. He used to take the mud, clay, soil in one hand, and one hand gold or coins, and say, Mata taka, mati taka, mati taka, taka mati. This valuable thing is just clay, mud, soil. It has just, they are equal. He will discriminate. After all, these are matters. Soil is also matter. Gold is also matter. What does it matter? So think again, discriminating between the two, he would throw away both. Direct disciples say, how many times we tried this? Again, throw everything and come back and see gold is gold, mud is mud. So that by how deep it must have gone within him, this clarity of matter as matter, spirit as spirit. How clear it was, even in dream and sleep, he could not touch the material things or possess anything in his life. So that how deep it will be. Similarly, we see Sri Ramakrishna once, Latu Maharaj was there. He was sleeping in the evening, if I am correct, Latu Maharaj, one of the direct disciples. Sri Ramakrishna sees and says, how is that you are sleeping in the evenings? This is time to meditate. When will you meditate if you sleep during the evenings? Early evening, it is dusk befalling. And it is a time when people sit for meditation, the Sandhya time, where the whole nature is calming down. And inner awakening is possible at that time. And the rest of his life, he never slept again. During nights itself, he has stopped sleeping. Last days of his life, when he was in the extremely sick condition, he used to struggle to get up and sit, old age, and struggle and sit, because Sri Ramakrishna, how deep it must have entered, you see. Then other direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna did not encourage. No, you lie down, nothing. Those days are over, the purpose is finished, and now you don't need this. But he would say, I know why you are not helping me, because I am helpless. The old age makes man helpless. And he used to comment, because I am helpless, you are not helping me to even make me sit during the late in the evenings and night. So how that just like Sri Ramakrishna, thoughts enter into deep. These direct disciples also, whatever they thought, whatever they accepted as reality, that could enter the depths of their being and react to it at all times. You will not sleep. Suppose you decide at every day I must get up at this hour, say 4:30. Never more that sankalpa will break. It must be thought not from mind, not from intellect, from heart of hearts. This is that decision, that resolution, resolve to get up at 4:30. You will be. From deep, suddenly you jump out and see whether it is already 4:30. And it will be 4:30. You can't sleep if that pratigna is there, deep, the vow is there, deep within. Even by mistake, whole night you are not slept, early in the morning, you are around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you have slept, still that will not allow you to sleep at after 4:30. So that how we take it, how deep we are going to resolve it, that depends upon. From heart it must come. Usually we calculate for everything. If I do like this, it will happen like this. Intellect is interfering. Or mind, he is doing, let me do. Mind, this will not help me. I have to be strict about myself. Intellect is working. Heart is different. When heart calls God has to appear in front of the devotee. So that extent, at that time, many holy men used to visit the garden, temple garden. A desire rose in my mind that there should be a separate storeroom to supply them with their provisions. Mathur Babu arranged for one. The sadhus were given foodstuff, fuel, and the like from that storeroom. Once the idea came to me how these are the Satya Sankalpa. Whatever a person who holds on to the truth, reality, after some time decides that whatever comes to his mind, it will fulfill, because he has observed truthfulness for a long period of 12 years. If anybody observes, nothing false can appear in mind. Anything that appears in mind has to happen. Suppose he blesses a person, may you be like this. May you be enlightened. He has to get enlightenment because of the force of the observing the truthfulness for 12 years. Like that, whatever he thinks, this is called Satya Sankalpa. Whatever Sankalpa he does, it will become truth. Whatever is truth is there, that alone shines in his mind. Once the idea came to me to put on very expansive robe embroidered with gold and to smoke a silver bubble. Mathur Babu sent me the new robe. How one person will be there always behind, a true devotee. No, Sri Ramakrishna is incarnation of God. Apart from that, he has put on the dress of an ordinary man, and he is that. He is that. When God comes as human, takes the human birth and comes, he will be just like human. And he is human. By sadhana he try to attain, because he has to demonstrate. Otherwise, he is as if he is just making gestures and presenting the results. No, it should not be false. So, Yogamaya, when he adopts, when he says, make me an ordinary human, I shall strive for realization of God and show to people that I too will be feeling extremely helpless like all others, how they would feel that longing and never the fruit comes so easily. The same thing I have to pass through, and it will happen. He will be ignorant, going to school and all like ordinary people. He will not know he is God incarnate also. To that extent, the Yogamaya veils the truth from him. He is Lord. He has come in disguise. Still, he doesn't know he has come in disguise. Slowly, it unfolds. As purpose is over, the play is over. We call it divine play, Leela. So the Mathur Babu sent me new robe and the hubble bubble. I put on the robe. I also smoked the hubble bubble in various fashions, sitting like this, sitting like that. Sometimes I smoked it reclining this way and sometimes that way, sometimes with the head up and sometimes with the head down. Then I said to myself, oh mind, this is what they call smoking with a silver hubble bubble. Immediately I renounced it. I kept the robe on my body for a few minutes longer and then took it off. I began to trample it under my foot and spit on it, saying, so this is an expensive robe, but it only increases man's rajas. There you go, the rajas. I am so and so, I am rich, I am rich. How that comes? This most heinous thing for a human is to have that ego. I am distinct from others. I am one with others is always the reality, and I am distinct from others. I am higher than others. Even lowliness also. I am lowly person. That also is equally harmful. No, I am what I am, but I want to be what I want to be. That is the right way. I want to evolve. I am a small child-like. I have to grow. Maybe there are hundreds of defects, hundreds of impurities within, but a day comes. In everyone, there is a hidden saint. That saint has to emerge out. Just like from egg, a chick comes out from the same bodily existence with all dirt and unwanted things, raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, and all that. A saint emerges out, leaving all this. In everyone he is there, because divinity is our born right, and we are that. Rakhal had been staying at Vrindavan with Balram. At first, he had written excited letters praising the holy place. He had written to Yam, "It is the best of all places. Please come here." The peacocks danced around, and one always hears and sees religious music and dancing. There is an unending flow of divine bliss. The Vaishnavas say, at least once in your lifetime, you have to go to Vrindavan and see what it is from there. After going there, that is how the atmosphere, how the spiritual vibrations left by an incarnation of God makes a man overpowered with spiritual awareness, and he forgets everything. Nowadays, a little of commercial developments are there. Still, that old, ancient traditions, ancient way of calling each other as Radha, Radha, Radhe, Radhe, all this is continuing. If you have any person has that eye to see the spiritual world, he can see. The Raja of Vrindavan, Sri Ramakrishna used to say, the dust of Vrindavan is not laukika vastu. It is not belongs to this relative existence at all. It doesn't belong to this world. It is from the transcendental. Three things used to identify: the Vrindavan Raja, Ganga Jala, and Puri Jagannath Prasad, Anna Prasad. The rice offering done offered to Lord Jagannath in Puri, and the Ganga, water of Ganga, and the dust of Vrindavan. These do not belong to this loka, this world. It is from the transcendental. It belongs to the transcendental. It is manifested here to sanctify human existence. So, peacocks dance around, and one always hears and sees religious music and dancing. There is an unending flow of divine bliss. But then Rakal had been laid up with an attack of fever. Sri Ramakrishna was very much worried about him and vowed to worship the Divine Mother for his recovery. This is the common Hindu tradition. Something to sacrifice for something to attain. The law of nature is, if you want anything, pay for it. Action alone can bring the reaction. So my thought of getting something has to be substantiated by a sacrifice. What will you sacrifice? Suppose a person is sick at home. What your prayers alone, just as their words you are uttering. Once the child is all right, child is sick and you are praying. Once the child, you totally forget God. So something, I mean it, to say I mean it, I'm praying, I mean it. What will you do? Now, putting Sashtang Pranams. I owe to put Sashtang Pranams. Or I put and then pray. See, I am doing this for you, doing worship for one's child's sake, sacrificing time, energy, money, everything. That answers. Because, yes, now you see, child goes and tells, Mother, I want a pie. She says, no, I will not give you. Then he says, please give me, please give me. He will be moving behind. She will not give. Then he feels hurt. She is my mother. She is not giving me small thing that I am asking for. He starts weeping. Mother's heart, how that makes it. Mother's heart, mother feels sorry, as if her soft heart awakens. Then he starts shouting and beating his feet and hands on the ground. Then mother has to give. Like that, something physical, the physical, gross physical level. Fasting, this one. Sri Ramakrishna is offering tender coconut and something like that. Worship Divine Mother. Vote to worship the Divine Mother for his recovery. If he comes safe and recovered, I will do your worship. How happily, joyfully, if he comes back safely, nicely, healthy, then as a gratitude, expression of gratitude, he is going to offer the worship. See, so he vowed to worship her. So he began to talk about Rakal. Master, Rakal had his first religious ecstasy while sitting here massaging my feet. A Bhagavata scholar had been expounding the sacred book in the room. As Rakal listened to his words, he shuddered every now and then he became altogether still. How that ecstasy people enter. There must be something inducing the spiritual ecstasy. Now he is hearing on one side and one side stroking the feet of Master. He is oiling the feet of Master. Two acts together, how it awakens the inner spirit. And what is hearing suddenly bursts forth. We must remember one thing constantly. Whatever is our thoughts is what we are. What thoughts flow in my mind shows what I am. What practices I do, I am going to become that. I am what my thoughts is. I am going to become what I practice. This is an important thing. And third thing is what my heart seeks from deep within will be fulfilled. If you really heartily seek, I must realize God. You will. So these are the basic principles of nature. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.